Okay, I have to start by saying my stomach is just in knots. I understood why they kept Belly and Conrad apart in the last episode. It made sense. Belly had to find herself outside of the Fisher brothers, and everyone needed to breathe. But to do it again, to dedicate a whole other episode to them being apart, that feels like torture. I just don't get it. How are they going to wrap everything up in the finale? Is it going to be a 3-hour movie? At least we know Conrad is finally on his way to Paris. He has the address, he's going to her apartment, and it's all happening. But honestly, I have a bad feeling about his arrival. I'm almost certain he's going to show up and find her with some new guy, probably a charming, sophisticated Parisian artist who looks like he walked out of a French film. He'll see them together and just turn right back around. It's bound to happen, if not at the beginning of the episode, then sometime before the middle. And I'm trying not to be mad at Belly. I really am. She's been through so much with the whole wedding disaster and Conrad dropping that love confession on her right at the end of it all. It took her months to recover from a relationship that was years in the making and was supposed to end in marriage to the love of her life's brother. If what she has with this new guy was true love, I'd say time doesn't matter, but we all know it's not love. And even if she thinks she's over Conrad, then why on earth would she send him her new address? Why does she keep reading his letters without telling him to please stop? On the other hand, if you want him to keep writing and you miss him, why are you entertaining other guys? Conrad made it perfectly clear she's the only one for him, that he hasn't moved on at all. So why are you going on dates when you know Conrad is holding out hope? At this stage, it feels like she's just incredibly confused and scared of being alone. She kept saying she doesn't want to hurt anyone, but this is the fastest way to hurt everyone. So I genuinely don't know who she ends up with, but based on all the little hints and Easter eggs, the odds seem to be in Conrad's favor. But I'm telling you right now, if she doesn't end up with him, or if we get one more I choose myself speech, I am done with Jenny Han shows forever. My guy has been patiently waiting for her for 2 years, for goodness sake. Meanwhile, his brother slept with another girl while he and Belly were supposedly serious. And now Belly is messing around with some new boy, even though it's crystal clear she's not over Conrad. He deserves better. He should just travel Europe, meet a wonderful girl, and build a life with her. End of story. Okay, deep breaths. He's not going to marry a European girl, and Belly is obviously going to break up with the artist guy. I actually feel bad for him. He's probably the second person I feel sorry for after Conrad. He seems nice, and now he's just going to be collateral damage. Poor guy. Go paint some sad, beautiful art, and you'll find someone new. Anyway, in the trailer, we see Belly in that brown outfit, which is almost identical to the one she was wearing when she first met Conrad all those years ago. First scene of the finale has to be them. You can see in the clips they're reshooting that iconic moment. I picture Conrad running down the street, and Belly is just there waiting. So yes, as Conrad makes his way to her place, they're going to see each other. They'll finally talk and spend real time together. You can even see a shot where it looks like he's taking her on a real date. Finally, we're going to see them find their way back to each other. Belly has to realize that she can never truly get over him because he's her one great love. And I am not a fan of Jeremiah, not in the slightest, but I am so glad he and Conrad had that conversation. I cannot watch them fight over her again. We've had enough of that drama. At least Jeremiah gave Conrad his blessing in a way. So that's settled. Now, before I wrap this up, I need to talk about my girl Taylor and Steven. I knew they would end up in a happy, healthy relationship, and I was so right. We have never seen Taylor this joyful. I'm so happy she and Steven escaped all the drama, built their own life, and are now moving in together. Honestly, forget Belly and Conrad for a minute. I want to see a Taylor and Steven wedding. That would be a perfect ending for the whole series. I don't know about you, but I'm actually a little sad that it's all going to be over next week.